is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Seattle Seahawks. Now the veteran kicker Phil Dawson ready to get us started. And off we go from Seattle. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
You're set. 19.
Hey, watch the leg.
They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. Well, the Bengals and Seahawks meeting here in Week 1, and this is a combination that we haven't seen that often on the turf. If you look back to when the franchises began facing each other all the way back in 1977. But since then, just 20 meetings between the two teams. And the Bengals have won 11 of them, including the last meeting back in October of 2015. On 2nd and 9, Watson flush to his right. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And all the way down to the 39. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Murray. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
2nd and 11 at the Bengals' 40-yard line.
You're set. 19. 58. Come on.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Check out 59. Kill.
On 2nd down, it's Murray. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now. That will man in his 13th NFL season. It's Adrian Peterson, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, Echo.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And that's complete to Jesse James. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 on the Seahawks' 32-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll give to Peterson out of the gun. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Got it? 54, right there, 54. Recon, 132 fighter.
I smell fear in that offense.
Shoot, watch the shoot. Check the back,
He may try and run for this. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Let's go.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
6 guys, check 6 guys. 80 weapons.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Dawson tacks on the point after, and that makes the score 7-0. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
It's our field.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. They'll find Everett there, complete. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's go. Reset. We play to win. Let's go.
With the score, Bengals 7.
Reset. 17. 29. Check 24. Check 24.
On first down, Murray. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? Because they're bringing your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
First down, Cincinnati.
54 is mine. 54. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Garoppolo now. First down throw. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he's taken down inside the 30. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Here we go, here we go.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. Two nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
What's that? 19. Mike 50. Back 59.
They run from the shotgun with Murray. And so Latavius Murray. He's at the 50, 30, 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Latavius Murray, an 80-yard touchdown, as they are now on the board here in the first half. No problem there on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
I'm coming for you. You mine. Check 9, check 9.
11.
It's a jet sweep. They get it to Green. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Let's go. Let's go.
It certainly wasn't one of the more conventional plays ever run, but it gained a first down, and they got the ball in the hands of a playmaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Go. Go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now left side on the swing pass, and able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
That's good for the Seahawks. First down.
On first down, it's Watson. toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's second down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
There's the first NFL catch for the former Georgia Bulldog, Mecole Hardman. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Watson on first down. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now a second down run for Murray. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hold the look. Hold. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. He's time.
Now Watson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Tighten up.
Now it's Watson. He's gonna let one fly for Tate. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
65.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell your guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson on the move to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Watson, it's complete to Golden Tate. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Hey, let's get some penetration here.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 1 man in the backfield, Murray on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. He rifles one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
They start the drive with Peterson. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12.
X3, 218, chop.
Now Peterson. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
12, fellas. Here we go.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4.
Here we go. Here we go. 180.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Running from the gun with Howard. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it, because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
Yeah, and if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that.
51. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. 25.
They'll run on first down. Murray. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is Murray. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Out left, he's got it to Everett. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go,
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Check, 59.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Here we go. What do you need?
59, Mike to 59. Go on.
13.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. But some credit there to A.J. Green because he's so tough to cover. Sometimes he causes those penalties.
And he's one of the more difficult guys to cover in the NFL because of his ability to do just about anything on a route. Hard to do. Creates a lot of pass interference calls.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Hey, alert!
Quick throw, complete out wide here to Green. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 5-yard touchdown, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Dawson able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Now on 2nd and 13, Watson. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Watson now to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. On the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th now in Carson. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Finding Green complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
21. Here we go.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. The 20. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go!
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
On second down now, it's Howard. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
6-6, pull it back. Bravo.
One last throw here for Hill. And this has dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone, as time has run out on this ball game. So the victory here for Seattle. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?